This workout will give you energy whenever you need that extra boost. You'll need a strap or a towel, and let's begin in mountain pose. Standing with our feet hip distance, rotate your shoulders back and down, reaching your fingertips toward the floor. Lift the top of your head up toward the ceiling, and breathe in through the nose. As you exhale, just let your fingers sink more toward the ground. All we're doing here is just breathing, going inside the body, just allowing our bodies to center before we add any extra energy. And no, yoga is only about breathing and moving. And if you can do that, then you can do yoga with me today. One more breath here. And exhale fully. Now take your feet out a little wider and step your toes so that they're at 45 degrees, and circle your arms up, big breath in, and then exhale, sinking tailbone. Reach up toward the ceiling, still grounding those feet into the floor. Reach up, coming out nice and wide, coming up high, and all the way to the floor. Adding circulation into the body, increasing our body temperature, getting ready for the rest of the workout. Last one. And then turn to the top of your mat into all fours, bringing your hands just underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips, coming into cat and cow. First is the cat stretch. Pull your upper back toward the sky, and then take a big breath in. Pull your shoulders way back, and then exhale, round, contracting your abdominals, pressing your hands into the floor. Big breath here. And now switching into something called sunbird. Take your knee right underneath your chest and press the sole of your foot up to the ceiling. Just keeping that energy flow going. Lift that foot. And now switching to the other side. Knee comes underneath the chest and lift. And inhaling here, exhale and round. And last one. Great job. Now go back to the first side and just press the sole of the foot up to the ceiling. Add energy into the back side of the body. And one more. And other side. Sole of the foot up, breathing. Good, stick with me here, last two. And bring that knee all the way down. Now you're gonna press back into child's pose. This is a resting pose. You can come here anytime you need to rest. Bring your knees a little wider than hip distance and just send your hips back. Stretching hands out as far as they'll go, and bring your forehead to the mat and just take a breath. And coming out of child's pose, take a big breath in and pull your body forward into a modified plank. Exhale, keeping your elbows close into your ribs, and lower all the way to the mat. Big breath in here, lifting up through the sternum for cobra, and exhale, bring the hips back down to the heels for child's pose. We're gonna repeat this flow, adding energy into the body, adding strength into these triceps here, and opening the chest and shoulders, pressing all the way back. Remember to connect your breath with each movement. That's what yoga is all about. Breathing and moving. Inhaling here, dropping all the way to the floor, keeping your hips onto your mat here, and exhale. Keep your body moving, lengthening your spine. Last one, and all the way back. Now come into all fours, knees right underneath your hips, and wrists right underneath your shoulders. You're gonna tuck your toes under and lift your hips into a downward facing dog. Pressing your heels into your mat, anchoring your hands into the floor. Imagine that you're trying to split your mat apart between your hands and your feet. Now lift your left leg up toward the sky, and then take that foot all the way through. You may have to stop halfway, but come all the way through to the middle of your hands. And then lift your arms up into a crescent, strengthening the back leg and the front leg at the same time. And then bring your hands down either side of the foot. Step back into a plank, strengthening your midsection, and press back downward dog. We're going to the other side. Right leg goes up. And then step this foot all the way through if you can, lifting those arms up. This is challenging on your balance and your strength, but you can do it. Bring your hands down and step back. Exhale, downward dog. Now lifting that left leg back up toward the sky. Step the foot all the way through. Grounding both feet. Reaching up toward the sky. Big breath. Lots of strength. Lots of energy. Reaching toes to the ceiling. And then taking that foot all the way through the hands. Big breath. Expand the rib cage. And you've got one more each side. Stay with me. These can be tough. I can feel the heat building up inside of my body. You should be feeling the same thing. Back to your plank. Pressing back. Right leg up to the sky. Big step forward. You've got it. And exhale. Step back. And downward dog here. Just take a moment to take a big breath in and out here. Remember to anchor your hands into the floor, your feet into the floor. And then walk your feet slowly back up toward your hands. Keep your knees soft. Take your arms out to the side. We're reversing the swan dive, lifting all the way up. Exhaling into chair pose. Lifting fingertips up. And exhale, sitting those hips back. Breathe in through the nose. And drop as low as you can. Each time, trying to go a little bit deeper with your breath and into the pose. Just two more. And last one. Bringing your hands back to the center. And now take your strap or your towel and come to the center of your mat, bringing your feet all the way together. Take your strap and bring it underneath the soles of your feet. You're gonna come down into a forward fold, using the help of your strap to get you there. The strap is great for allowing your hamstrings to open up a little bit more. Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. And bending your knees, releasing your strap and rolling all the way up. Bringing your hands and energy back to your center. Great job on your energizing yoga flow. I'll see you next time. This workout will give you physical strength and mental focus. You'll need a strap or a towel, and let's begin in mountain pose. Standing with your feet hip distance apart, bring your hands together and forward, and take a big breath in, reaching your fingertips back, exhaling forward, lifting the chest and the chin as your fingertips reach, and exhale here. Trying each time to reach back a little bit further. Great job. Lift and lengthen. And your last one. And exhale. Bring your hands back down to mountain and then step forward to the top of your mat. We're going to go into 3 full sun salutations, starting with your shoulders rotating back and down. You're going to bring your arms out to the side, nice and wide, reaching all the way up. And then when you bring your hands back through, now swan dive with a flat back, all the way down into a forward fold. Soften the knees and step one foot back and then the other into a plank pose. Keeping the elbows hugging into the ribs, lower yourself down, knowing you also have the option of lowering your knees there into upward facing dog. Press back, downward dog. Hold here for a breath. And now walk your feet back up towards your hands. Bringing arms wide to the side, all the way up. And exhale into a strong chair, using the front of the legs and the back of the legs. And out wide. We're repeating again. Bring hands down into forward fold. Stepping one foot back and then the other into plank. Exhale, lower. And all the way up into upward facing dog. Pressing the heels back into the floor. Take a breath here. And now walk your feet back to your hands. Reaching arms out wide, tall, and sink down into chair. We've got one more of these. Hang in there with me. All the way down. Soften the legs. One foot goes back, then the other. Plank pose. Hug the elbows in. Slither forward into upward facing dog. And press back. Big exhale here. Press the heels down. And walk your feet forward. Keeping the knees soft, arms out wide, lifting. Last chair. And then bring your hands back to heart center. We're going to come into a forward fold, slowly coming down with a flat back and soft knees. Now release your hands down to the floor. Take your right foot back into a low lunge. Strong leg back, strong leg here. Keep this knee right over the ankle. Drop your back knee. Take your hand just off of the mat and then reach. Opening the chest and the shoulders. Keep pressing those hips forward. And on your next exhale, bring your hand down to the outside of your foot. Now tuck that back toe under and lift with me here. Arms going overhead. Crescent pose. Trying to stay balanced, trying to stay strong. If your body is wavering at this point, that's a good thing. That means that you are adding a lot of effort and you'll get a lot of great results. And then bring your hands down. And then step this foot back into a plank. We're going to the other side. Right foot goes forward. Low lunge this side. Strong back leg. Again, this knee stays over your ankle. Sink into the hips. Press that back heel toward the back wall. And then drop your knee. Take this hand just off of your mat and reach. Opening the chest and the shoulders. And exhale, bring the hand just outside of that foot. Tuck your back toe under. Lift the back knee. Pull that hamstring up toward the ceiling. Strong arms. Strong legs. And exhale, bring the hands back down. Step this foot back, giving your legs a little break, and press back into downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, pull your body strong and long into a plank, keeping your shoulders right over your wrists. Keep those abdominals pulling in high up toward your spine. And now take your right knee, pull it underneath the chest, trying to pull it through your forearms, just like this, and back. And other side. We're gonna go 8 of these. Keep your tailbone tucked under and keep drawing the tail toward the floor. This is a great abdominal exercise, also good for the shoulders and the triceps. We've got 2 more. Great job. Now hold this plank here. Press back into the heels. And then lower your body all the way to the floor, keeping your elbows hugging in toward your rib cage. You have the option to drop your knees. Coming slow all the way down. Relax both of your feet. Let your eyes gaze toward the mat. And then reach both hands behind you, interlacing the hands. Pull the shoulder blades together. And now as you lift your upper body, lift your feet off of the floor. Just taking a couple of deep breaths here. Stretching the chest and shoulders, adding a lot of strength into the glutes, into the legs, and into that lower back. And release the hands just outside of the shoulders. And then press back into a well-earned child's pose, releasing your lower back. Big breath here. And now come up into all fours. You're gonna extend your front leg back, turn your body to the side, reach your arm up toward the sky. We're gonna go into 8 leg lifts, activating that hip muscle. Lifting and lowering, lift and lower. Keep that midsection very tight. Keep all of your abdominals working. You should feel this in both sides of the hip, not just this upper one, but also the lower hip. We've got 2 more. And last one, great job. Come back into all fours. And then swing over to the other side. Bring the front leg back and then turn your body. Open up the chest and shoulders. And we're going into leg lifts this side, lifting and lowering, keeping your abdominals tight. Grow out of that bottom shoulder. We will tend to sink into that shoulder, and we want to add strength there as well. Think length through the toes. Last 2, and last 1. Great job. Come back into all fours. And now pick up your strap and come to the center of your mat into hero's pose. You're gonna take the strap into your right hand, bring this behind you, and then take your other arm and pull onto the strap. Now you can start wide, aiming your elbow up toward the ceiling, And then try to walk your hands in as close as you can, getting a really good stretch in that tricep, in the shoulder, and even into your waist. Breathing deeply. And great. Go to the other side. Put the strap in your other hand, your left hand. Reach around. Pull the elbow up toward the ceiling. Walk your hands in as close as you can. Pull the hands away from one another. This should feel like a great tricep stretch. And release. Great job. Congratulations on strengthening your mind and body. I'll see you next segment. I created this workout to strengthen your core from the inside out. You'll need a strap or a towel, and let's begin in mountain pose. Take your hands by your side, rotate your shoulders back and down, and take a big breath in through the nose. And exhale fully, letting your fingertips draw closer to the floor. And another big breath in, up and out through the top of your head. And full exhale. Going one more deep belly breath, which is so important in working your abdominals and working your core. And relax. Now take your strap. You're going to hold it in between your hands at about shoulder distance. Take your arms overhead for one of my favorite abdominal exercises. Stretch first through the torso as long and strong as you can, and then lean over to one side. Exhaling back to the center. You'll notice that using the strap will allow you to stretch a little bit deeper, and then it will force your abs to work a little bit harder. Big breath in here, and exhale. Last one each side. And last one. Great job. Now take the strap, just set it out of your way, and then come down to the mat onto all fours, bringing your hands just under your shoulders and your knees just under your hips. We're going into cat and cow. Into the cat stretch first, contract the abdominals, and then inhale, lift the chin, pull those shoulders back. Exhale. We're adding this to further warm up our abdominals and our back. And one more each way. And nice job. Now we're going to add a little crunch to the cat and cow. Extend opposite limbs. And then bring that elbow to mid-thigh. Lengthening the limbs here. And then strengthening your abdominals here. Length and strength. Last one. And go to the other side. Stay with me on these. The balance is challenging, but it makes your abs work and your lower back work even more. Exhale. Great job. Last one. And then back into all fours. Take your left hand just behind your head, and then take that elbow just to the inside of the wrist, and stretch your elbow up toward the ceiling. Big belly breath here. Working the entire torso. Stretching up. Last one this side. Great job. Switch. Bring this hand just behind the back of your head, and then reach that elbow toward the inside of your wrist. And stretch down. Lift up. Working all angles of the torso. And one more. Whew, and now back into all fours and press back into child's pose. Knees a little bit wider than usual. Bring your big toes in toward one another. Stretch those hands out and relax the head, neck, and shoulders. And coming out of child's pose, roll over onto your back. Keep your knees together and take your hands just behind your hamstring and lower yourself all the way down. Stretch your arms overhead and then lift your feet up at knee height. You're gonna exhale and lift up into a boat roll. Come with me on this one. Exhale and lift and balance. And come back, stretch those arms. Now if this pose is too challenging, feel free just to take those feet right to the mat and continue. Exhale and lift. This exercise works all of your abdominals. It's one of my favorites because it really taps into the deepest abdominal muscles that you have. It pulls in all of the abdominals, giving you that nice, lean, flat look. And last one. Great job. Bring your feet down and then lower yourself safely back to your mat. Keep your knees together and feet together. Drop your knees to one side. Bring your hands behind your head and lift. Just a side crunch. Exhale. We're trying to hit that hard to reach oblique, and this is a fantastic exercise for getting that area. Breathe. Each repetition. Last one here. And then back to the center. Bring your knees all the way to the other side. You're going to exhale and lift. And breathe. Concentrating on that waist. Pull the abdominals in as you're doing the exercise. Keep your chin lifted. Exhale, last one. And then bring the knees back to the center. Take your hand behind one hamstring and roll yourself back up. We're gonna go into a plank. Bring your hands right underneath your shoulders. Extend your legs back strong and long. Press back through the heels and just hold and breathe here for a few moments. Training your abs to pull in even when you're not thinking about it. That's what it's all about. Now roll over onto one side, stacking your feet and lifting your arm up as high as you can. And we're gonna take our hips up toward the ceiling. Lift. Just 6 of these. I know they're challenging, but you're up for the challenge. Very nice. Last one. Very good. Back to your plank. Now you're going to take your knee and go to the opposite elbow. Again, a challenging pose. You can do this. This will make a difference in your body, in how you look and how you feel. Last one already. Drop your knees, and we're going to the other side. Plank here. Make sure the wrists are under the shoulders, heels pressing back. Nice and strong, and breathe. And then roll onto one side, lifting that arm strong into the air, and hip lifts here. Lift. Strong abs. Last 2. Very nice. Come back to the center. We're going to add a little variation here. Knees are going to the same side. For 6. Keep that tailbone down. These should be tough. Great job. Last one. And bring those knees down. You've made it to child's pose. Fantastic job. Release your lower back. Let your shoulders and upper back open. And then slowly roll yourself back up to the center of your mat. Take one arm across, stretch out that shoulder. Take a deep belly breath here. And stretch other side. You're almost there. And then bring your hands together. Press the palm of your fingers out. And lift. Elongating the spine here. And then bring your hands back to heart center. Congratulations on strengthening your entire core. I'll see you next time. This workout I created will leave you centered and more flexible. You'll need a strap or a towel. Let's begin in mountain pose. Start with your shoulders rotating back and down, hands back, and now reaching up toward the ceiling. Bring your palms together in an inhale, and exhale down. Lead with your heart. Come into a forward fold with knees slightly bent. Inhale halfway up, looking ahead. Exhale down, and bring your arms out, palms facing up and to the ceiling. We're gonna repeat this 2 more times. Flatten your back, soften the bend in your knees, coming into a forward fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, going right down, and lift. All the way to the ceiling. Last one. Lead with your heart. Soften the knees. Hands all the way down. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Bring arms out as wide as you can and now as high as you can. Hands to heart center. Now step to the top of your mat in mountain pose with your hands back to your heart center. You're gonna take your front foot forward and spin your heel back as far away from your front heel as you can. Take your torso to the side and extend your arms out nice and long. We're in a warrior 2. Send your gaze over your fingertips and feel the strength in the legs. Great job. Now start to straighten your front knee and reach forward, and we're gonna spin into a triangle. This is my favorite pose for opening up that hamstring. You can bring your hand just above your knee, just below, as long as you're not on the knee. Just do the best you can. Each time you'll get a little bit lower. The stretch will feel better each time you do it. And now come out of triangle, straight up. Bring your hands back to heart center. Turn your back foot forward. We're gonna put all of our weight into our front leg and go into a warrior 3, lifting this back leg just off the floor, and then sending it up a little bit higher, working on our balance here, working on our focus. Think of elongating the spine. Keep breathing. One more breath. And then drop that foot down, coming back into crescent. And you're gonna go to the other side. So just take your body center and go right around into a warrior 2 this side. Take your hands to heart center and reach out long and strong, gazing over your fingertips. Sink a little bit deeper with your exhale. Inhale, lift your upper body. And now straighten your front knee. Reach forward and spin your arms down. That should feel great on that hamstring. If it doesn't, back off just a bit. If it's a little too easy, try to go a little bit lower. And now lifting out of this triangle. Come right back, hands to heart center. Take your back foot, spin it forward. And now start to shift your body weight into your front leg. And coming into a warrior three, just getting that foot off the floor, diving your upper body down, and slowly lifting that leg up to hip height if you can. Bring your breath into those muscles, into the legs. Soften your expression. You're doing great. And then slowly bringing that leg back down to the floor, revisiting crescent, and then step the back leg forward into mountain with hands at heart center. Now we're gonna go back down to our mats, bend your knees, take your strap, you're gonna put it around the soles of your feet. We're gonna use this to lower our body down slow and controlled in a manner that will engage our abs more fully. So come down with me as slow as possible, allowing the strap to help you do this. Engage your abs all the way down. And then release the strap, just bring it over to one side. Extend your arms out at shoulder height, extend both legs straight. And we're gonna start with one leg coming straight up, and then bring those toes over toward your fingertips and lift. Each time, I want you to think of pulling your heel up to the ceiling and then reaching the toes over toward your fingertips and then lengthening the hamstring and coming back down. This is one of my favorite flexibility poses because it gets into the hamstring. It allows more openness in the hips. It's stretching your torso, your chest, and your shoulders. One more time each side, toes toward fingertips. Bring your breath into this one. Inhale, lift this leg up high. Exhale all the way over. Inhale back up and exhale down. Now bend your knees and use your hands to grab around the back of your hamstring and then pull yourself up. Take your strap again. We're gonna come into a seated boat pose, placing the strap around the soles of your feet. We're gonna use this to help us balance a little longer than we normally could. The strap will also allow your upper back to open up a little bit more. Use your midsection to stay balanced. And then if you want more flexibility into those hamstrings, extend the legs straight. This also adds challenge into the deepest abdominal muscles. Great job. And then slowly bend those knees. And then bring your feet all the way to the floor. We're gonna extend our legs and bring the strap around the soles of the feet. Coming into a forward fold. Let your hands walk down the strap, bringing your heart center toward the knees, lengthening through your lower back, lengthening through the hamstrings, and pressing those heels out, making your legs as long as possible. Sink your head, neck, and shoulders, and just enjoy the stretch. Breathing here, take a big belly breath in. Exhale and sink a little further into the stretch. And then lift your heart center. Release the strap. bring your legs out in front of you into an easy seated position. We're coming into a twist on each side. Bring one hand to your opposite knee and one hand just behind your tailbone. Extend through the spine and look over that shoulder. This should feel like a great stretch in the torso, in the back, and even through the neck. Bring your breath into this pose, inhaling, extending the spine, and exhaling, twisting a little deeper. And then slowly come back around to the center, other side. Hand goes on opposite knee. Take the other hand just behind your tailbone. Lift and look over that shoulder. Breathe. Inhaling, extend the spine. Exhale, twist a little bit more. And come back around to the center slowly. And fantastic job in creating more balance and flexibility in your body. I'll see you next time. This workout will bring calming benefits to the mind and body. You'll need a strap or a towel. Let's begin with our feet wider than shoulder distance, stepping out with our toes straight ahead, and take your strap around your back, using your hands a little bit wider than shoulder distance. Elongate the spine and dive forward. Coming all the way far as you can reach and bring your hands overhead, relaxing head, neck, and shoulders. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, sink your upper body a little bit closer to the floor. Press the heels into the mat. This is a great stretch for the hamstrings, for opening the chest and the shoulders, and for taking tension away from the neck. Another deep breath, breathing into the upper back. Trying to keep your hands level. And on the next exhale, bring your strap toward your back. Activate the abs, come all the way up. Bring your feet together. And then have a seat on your mat, extending the legs straight out. We're gonna go into a hurdler stretch. Bring one foot in and extend. Opposite leg, bringing the strap just around the sole of your foot. Pull your heart center down toward your knee, elongating through the lower back and elongating through this hamstring. Allow the strap to let you stretch a little bit more. Relax the eyes, relax the head, neck, and shoulders. Deep breath into the middle of the back. And then lift the upper body, come up out of this stretch, and switch sides. Place your other foot in the strap, bending the other foot, just bring it just above your knee, and then walk your hands down, flexing your toes toward the ceiling, stretching through the lowest part of your spine, pulling your heart center toward your knee, and lastly, relaxing head, neck, and shoulders. Just enjoy the stretch in the back of the leg and in your lower back. Big breath in and exhale, sink a little deeper into this pose. And then slowly rolling up and out of this side. Release the strap and then come all the way down, lowering yourself. Take the loop that you've already created in your strap, place it around one foot, and extend that heel up to the ceiling. This is another great hamstring stretch, lengthening all through here and even into the calf. Really press the heel to the ceiling. Breathing deeply. And then moving into our next pose, bringing this leg out to the side, slowly and carefully. The strap will allow you to come down a little bit deeper than you normally could, thus giving you a very, very deep and invigorating stretch. Let your foot just hover the floor. This is great for those inner thigh muscles. This is great for the groin. And breathe. Relax into it. And then start to lift the leg right back over the hips slowly. And then lower the leg straight all the way back down to the floor. And now release this side by bending your knee, removing the loop, and then bending your other side. Place the loop on that foot and extend this leg all the way up to the ceiling. Press your heel up as high as it will go. We're trying to lengthen the hamstring, lengthen the calf muscles. Give the back of your leg a little more openness. Breathing deep into the back of your leg, allowing the strap to stretch your hamstrings a little bit more. And then bringing your leg out to the side, coming down in a controlled fashion, stretching your inner thigh muscles, remembering to keep this opposite hip on the floor. It's going to want to pop up. Just keep pressing it down. Feel the stretch in your inner thigh muscles and into the groin. Allow the strap to allow your foot just to hover, not going all the way down, but close to the floor. Breathe deeply, and once you get to that place where you can't stretch anymore, release the muscles, and then start to bring this leg back up to the center, right over your hip, and then bring that leg all the way down. And bend this knee, remove the strap, and just roll over onto your side, making a pillow for your head with your elbow. We're coming into a side-lying quadricep stretch, bringing this knee right underneath the hip. Pull the heel up toward your glute and feel this incredible stretch in the front of your leg. This is one of my favorite stretches because it places no pressure on your lower back. You don't have to balance to hold it. It's just a comfortable position to allow the release of the muscle. Still breathing, allowing this muscle to fully relax. And then release this side. Use your top arm to gently press yourself up. We're going over to the other side. Same stretch. Make a pillow for your head here with this elbow. And bring that foot up toward the glute. Take your hand on your foot and pull up. Check to see if your hip is in alignment with your knee. This will ensure that you're getting the best stretch possible. And once you get into the stretch, just release, just relax that muscle. and breathe. And extend this leg. Bring this hand right in front of you. Bend the knees. Press yourself up into an easy seated position. Interlace your hands straight overhead. And then take one hand down to the mat and exhale. Open up the side of your body. Enjoy the relaxation, the stress relief that these kind of poses can give you. Inhale and breathe a little deeper, coming back to the center. We're going to switch to the other side. Inhale this arm up and exhale. Stretch, release, and enjoy. Breathe deeply. And coming back to the center, bring both hands overhead. Stretch one more time. And bring your hands back to heart center. Enjoy the peace and calm this practice has created. I'll see you next time.